local fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Up next, it's our main event between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. To kick off, here's Will Lutz, and we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
No touch.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Rolling left, buying some time.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Handoff headed right, Barkley. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
That's good.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Eagles are on it, so down he goes. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Nix from the gun. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Slow snap, and they're in to block it. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Great.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
That's cut. It's Saquon Barkley. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shredding. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. Bronco in.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
34-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Great. Set. Right there, you want it?
3rd and long, they're going to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 18. And the Eagles first down.
From the red zone on 1st. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Here's Garrett's touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make their way to the end zone. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they'll take the lead.
The score, Eagles 7, Broncos 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds a man, and Troutman has it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Nix with it on 1st. Downfield is finds Waddle. And he's taken down at the 30.
17 yards.
We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass, too, and that D-tackle just got it done.
3rd and long for Nix. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. On comes Will Lutz and the Broncos field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Leading in his 6 yards to begin this one. He's got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Barkley again here on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense to the line fast.
At the 45-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
From the pistol, Hurts. He's got Pierce. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles jump in front now by 5. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. J.K. Dobbins, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Jahan Campbell, another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
So when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 7. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. 3rd down, they need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Wow, tremendous punt here. This one's looking great, angling towards the sideline. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
All the left side. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. New set of downs for them from the 31. On 1st down, Hurts. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up the 3rd and 2.
Before the snap on 3rd and 2, they call time. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it all the way down to the 20. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
He's got Smith again. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
First and goal.
It's Hurts once again. Flushed out now to his left. And they take this in for the score. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles push the lead up to 12. All set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half.
Ready? Ready? Behind! Bombers.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Throwing on first down. Nix. And that one is incomplete. And the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Gets it downfield. On target to Sutton. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23.
Captain.
Nix from the gun. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. And they're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut into the lead on the last play of the half. Courtland Sutton, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
And that's no good. I don't know if the snap and hold were clean, and he is not able to knock it through. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on a quick hitter, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Escapes the defender, and they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. He takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos tie this game up. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
And finally gets one to go after a couple of misses already in this one.
Broncos 22, Eagles 21.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive.
Real quick. They be on their rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Won't do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh, Lord. I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the...
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone now.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
It's a sneak, Hurts. He runs it across, touchdown! The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
That one falls incomplete, though we do have a flag that we've got to check out first. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Dobbins, and he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On first down, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up second down. Here's Nix. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver. Offense in the hurry up here.
26-yard line.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
From the red zone on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Gronk, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. He brings it in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Going for the first with Dobbins. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. This is the end of the third quarter.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a fourth quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
At their own 14-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
7 yards.
63.
Crowd left, get it. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hauled in by Gray. And this one does not go far.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, they need 7.
Crowd love Yanni. Crowd love Yanni. Delta.
They give to Barkley, left side. And he's got him a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They're going to run with Barkley. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Offense in the hurry up here.
Down by Savion Jones. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
We'll try again with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back now, pressure coming. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Running back sent in motion left. Back to throw it. That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Crowd love Yanni. Delta.
Hurts setting up to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Picked up Alex Singleton. And the Broncos have some new life in the 4th.
Not just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. You cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They run. Here's Dobbins. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them.
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a fourth-quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Nick's going to try and throw for it. They did it! He made the interception! Jahan Campbell makes the play. The tie was just a kick away, Brock. It was just a kick away. Still trailing by 1 now. What do you think? Are they regretting the decision to go for 2?
I think you and I are on the same page. Just by the way you called that, you thought what I thought. Just get this game to overtime. Tie the game. But here's what we don't have. And I think what would be most fascinating is I'd love to hear the coaches that entire drive. I'd love to be on the headsets. Because I hope for that team's sake it was not a rash decision made in the moment, but a calculated one talked about well before they pulled the trigger.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
At the 42-yard line.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles trail by just 1. 2nd and 3 now. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
A gain of 3 yards. And an Eagles
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. So 1st down from the 41.
180. Go Silver, ready?
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
His 48-yard line.
Looking to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again is jumping all over him.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead to 8. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Completed left side to Smith. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Setting up to pass. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here he is to throw. That one connects. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
That's another Eagles 1st down.
And again, here's Hurts. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breaths. And he gives them a shot now to force overtime. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week.
And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4. Woo, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Nix from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He has it at the 33. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Hurts on 1st down. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little Sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No touch that. No touch.
Now to throw. This to win the game. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it. Tried to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Great. No touch.
First throw of overtime. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's him on the quick hitter. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Working quickly here.
63. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down from the 42. Hurts yet again. That winds around. And on first down, no place to go here. They're going to take him out about a yard behind the line.
We call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Got to make this count as they come up on 2nd down.
73. No touch.
Hurts throwing again. Completes this one to Gray. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone, it's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're thinking offensively. You are not going to feel good coming off the field if you got to settle for 3.
Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it, and he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 6. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. And if you were the trivia fanatic who knew that Billy Kilmer and Bobby Douglas shared the record for rushing scores in one game by a quarterback, well, congratulations to you. And congratulations to him now, because he's just joined those two as the only QBs to take it in 4 times in one contest. Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score, but starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway.
The Broncos
Okay,
take
well, that
over
one's over the
first and
20, the
10.
landing zone, and
After
almost
all,
everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. He's on the end route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for Broncos.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Dose of the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2. We'll take Eagles.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now they have third and short. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball.
Yeah.
A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles have it as he records the first interception of his young career. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine.